Okay, here we are in video number 2 for this case study on local business rank and rent, where I'm trying to get a video, rank it in Google for a local term, in this case emergency dentist Christchurch or Christchurch emergency dentist, and drive phone call leads to that business via a Twilio rented phone number that I can redirect to my future customer. I've already set up the video and I've gone through the video in the first of this series, and I'll be adding this video into the case study playlist. In this video I'm going to show you the tool that I'm going to be testing, and I'm going to input my video into the tool and basically show you how everything's going to work. Then in future videos I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you performance updates. So I don't really care where this video is ranking in Google as such. All I really care about is whether I'm getting phone calls to that Twilio number, which is then going to drive leads to my potential customer. Then I can go to them and say, hey, have you been noticing that your phone's been ringing more often? That's because I've been sending you traffic. If you want me to keep sending you phone calls, give me some money. Otherwise, I'll quite happily send these phone calls to somebody else. You know, it's quite simple. So I give them some leads for free, show them what I can do. They're making a bit of money. They can see that giving me some money will help make them some money. So anyway, I'll jump onto the screen now and I'll start showing you the tool. And you know, it's really very simple.
So before I dig into the bones of Video Viper, this is a paid service, and I will put a link in the video description below so that you can go and check out the sales page in depth. But here's basically the pricing. You can spend $97 just to get access to the tool, and you'll receive 500 credits. This is a credit-based system where you buy certain features, and you can earn up to 100 credits per month, and I will discuss that later in this video. Now, basically where I'm at is I'm pretty much on this one here. I get 400 credits per month, and I can earn 300. Credits roll over every month, so if you don't use them, they build up. But yeah, I'm using the credits. This system is awesome. I've got a lot of videos that I'm running through this system. Or you can go yearly, where you get a boom, 500 credits, and you can earn 300. 300 credits per month is actually quite a bit, unless you're really wanting to promote a lot of videos every single month. 300 credits is a lot. Right, okay. I will now jump into my VPS, because I have all of this running on the VPS. Now, if you see the screen flickering, that's because I have Video Viper running on this VPS, so it doesn't interfere with my normal laptop computer when I'm doing work. Video Viper is semi-cloud based. You put your details into the website for the videos that you want to rank, and all the management is then run in the cloud. But then, in order to earn credits, you have a tool that sits on your desktop. Now, I'm going to have to go and blank out a fair bit of this because it's got people's private details in it. But this tiny little tool sits on my VPS, and you can see at the moment it's watching a video. So what it's going to do is it's going to get sent the next video from the queue. It's going to search first of all in Google. Then it's going, if it doesn't find it in Google, it'll go and search in YouTube, and it'll use the keywords that you've put in, that the user has entered into the system, to go and search for it. Now, that's basically how it works. Now, I've got, what, six accounts here, and this is an account-based system. Now, this is where things get very different, is that Google assigns views according to the number of accounts that are watching. So it's not so interested in the number of IPs that are watching, but this is based very much on accounts. Okay? So there you go. You can see it's now searching, and it found it. It's now watching another video. Okay, I'll get back now into the back end. So you can see I currently have 481 credits. That's because this month I've earned 300 credits, and I've also been, haven't used all of my other credits. So I've got a lot of work that I can do. I currently have 16 videos that are in the system at the moment being watched. The total number of videos, 533. Now in the last couple of months, this is probably in the last month, a huge majority of this, nearly 80,000 views have been put through this tool for all of the users' tools. Now this is increasing massively because we now have a total of 2,620 different Gmail accounts have gone and watched videos. They've searched in Google, they've searched in YouTube, they've found videos, and it's doing all of the work. So this is, this is now peaking. So this is the best month that they've had. Right. To input the video, look at this. It's really quite simple. So I'm going to input a title here. Oh, I'm going to have to blank out all of this. Christchurch Emergency Dentist. Okay, now in here in URLs, I need to input my YouTube URL for the video that I'm wanting to rank. So now as you can see, the video is now 4 days old and it has no views. It's not ranking anywhere in Google, it's not ranking anywhere in YouTube, nobody's watching it. And I can tell you in Twilio, in the back end of Twilio, I can see nobody has rung this phone number since I was testing setting up the call. So we now have a 0 point of this video being basically useless, and as we put it into the tool, we can now see over the following days, weeks, that just how well this system is going to perform for getting this video to rank and drive phone calls. That's what I'm really wanting, is I want phone calls. I don't want organic, real people viewing it. I want people to call this phone number, because then I can either sell those leads to a dentist, or I can have them rent this video and they can have all the leads they want coming from this video. All I have to do is keep it ranking and keep phone calls going to the dentist. So I'll just right click and I will copy link location. I will go back to my server and I'll just paste it in there. Now for keywords, I want Christchurch Emergency Dentist, spelled correctly because it will search exactly what I want. I want Emergency Dentist Christchurch. Now, I don't recommend putting too many keywords in here. Now, it has priority. This basically means that you jump to the front of the queue, you're going to get lots and lots of views. That costs a lot of credit. So currently, I'm just asking for 100 views, and it's only charging me 1 credit. I'm going to want more than 100 views. I want 500 views. So that's going to cost me 5 credits. Now, if I click has priority, boom, it's going to charge me 500 credits. I don't have an extra 500 credits. And I don't really care if this video gets views slowly, because if Google suddenly sees that this video is getting 100 views a day, it might say, this is a little unusual, because most videos ranking for Christchurch Emergency Dentist aren't getting hundreds of views a day. But what I definitely want is, I want this tool to occasionally, it seems to me at the moment about 1 in 3 to give it a thumbs up. The subscribe doesn't seem to be working too well at the moment, but I'll click that as well. That's cost me another 10 credits. Share, I definitely want it to share. And what this is going to do is this is now going to go out to a secret high-powered network of Web 2.0s. Oh, there we go. There's the tool. It's logging back into Google, and it's about to start going into another account. And I want to add it to favorites. So now this is costing me 39 credits. Now remember before I said I have 400 plus? That's a lot of work I can do. Quite often I'll put in 1,000 in here. Let's do that. Put in 1,000. And this is actually going to take quite a long time for it to get through all the 1,000 views. It's going to keep running this for quite some time. Now, how many views it gets today? Well, that depends on how many users there are in the system. So this is constantly changing. The more different accounts there are in the system, the faster it moves, it turns over the queue every single time. Now, in terms of how often I get added into the queue, it's currently set at 1, the minimum. And I'm going to leave it there because that's going to get me, at the moment, 20 to 30 views a day. And that's a number that I'm quite happy with. Now, if I wanted to start things off a little bit slower, I might put that in as a 10-minute delay. And that's just going to mean that I'm going to get slightly less views to begin with until I ramp it back down again. But at the moment, I think 20 views a day is perfectly fine. So I've got my title, Christchurch, emergency dentist. I've got my URL. You only put one URL in there. You can put multiples in there. In this case, I'm only putting one. Christchurch, emergency dentist Christchurch. Why does it think Christchurch is... Okay, it's probably because it should be a capital. Yep. There we go. It thinks Christchurch there should be a capital as well because it's a city. It's comma separated. Okay, let's submit. Boom. It's in the system. It's currently telling me that when it started viewing, there were 0 views on the video. Yeah, no surprise. And here it's going to tell me how many views it's been adding onto all of the different videos. Again, this is all going to be blanked out because I don't want you to see what I'm promoting. That's basically the system. As I said, I'm going to put a link below so that you can go and check out the sales page, decide if you want to jump on board with this. But through this case study, you're going to get to see how well this video is performing. You'll get to see it gaining views. I might talk about ranking a little bit, I guess, because ultimately that's the end goal, I guess, is it has to be ranked high enough that people are then seeing it. I guess once it starts ranking in Google, I'll show you that, because that's where we're going to get most of the traffic from. People are going to jump into Google, they're going to type in emergency dentist, and if they're in Christchurch, hopefully they then see my video. If they type in Christchurch emergency dentist and they're in Christchurch, hopefully they'll see my video and they'll just see the phone number and they'll just ring the phone number. They won't bother clicking on anything because they just want a phone number. They just want to ring a dentist and get their tooth filled, or maybe they've had an accident and they've broken teeth and things like that. They need an emergency dentist. They don't care about searching 20 different websites to find the best one. They just want a phone number. They just want to ring it. They just want it done. So subscribe to my channel and you will get to see updates as I keep moving through this case study, as well as other case studies that I'm doing. Everything on this rank and rent for a local lead gen video is going to be put into a case study. Oh, there we go again. It's logging into another account to start viewing videos. So please follow the channel. Come back and check for updates to see how this system is performing, and you'll hear from me again soon.